The start of the end for Verdansk has begun, and today we got our brand new limited time mode, Operation Flashback. This being the first of 3 in a series of events that we'll end up getting, ending out the era of Verdansk and shifting over to Caldera and the Warzone Pacific experience. Today we're going to break down what you need to know, what you can do within this new Operation Flashback limited time mode, and everything that it entails. So as we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. Have you guys jumped into this just yet? Are you looking to jump into it? How you feeling about it? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts below. But if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on the video. Let's aim for 2,000 likes on this. And of course, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Warzone, Vanguard, and anything COD related. We'll keep you up to date with absolutely anything. So if you're part of that nearly 70% of viewers that are not subscribed, if you'd like to join us on that road to 500,000 subscribers and stay up to date with everything, I'd love to have you in the community. That's it. Let's jump right into it. Now, with today's update, Operation Flashback was introduced, and with this, of course, you'll see a lot of stuff that is a blast from the past. Truth be told, right up front here, Operation Flashback may actually be one of the most chaotic modes that we've seen within Warzone, but in a good way. It keeps you on your toes in every single engagement. Not every game is going to be the same, and it kind of just shakes things up a little bit further. The rules of engagement are basically out the window, and there is an entirely new way to play this. They might see you holding on to, say, things like ground loot a little bit longer. You may utilize some different utility than you may normally, and all things like that. So let's just jump into it. Starting out with the events, that's the big thing here, because Operation Flashback is celebrating all of the last 18 months of Warzone. So what that includes is in-game events from, well, since we've seen Warzone start. So what we have up on deck, we see one event happen every single circle, and with 8 circles, you're going to get a lot of action here throughout the game, especially if you stay alive a little bit longer. So of those, you can see things like fire sale, jailbreak, the supply droppers that come in, the cash drops from plunder, those will drop into regular BR, your loadouts, that's of course your free loadout drop. And actually, this is a little bit of a twist because it doesn't come in at that 45-second mark to the end of the closing of the first zone 1 like you normally would see. Instead, it's a little bit more randomized. Plus, you cannot buy your own loadout before that actually happens. So you may go a couple of zones without having an actual loadout, which is a huge game changer for a lot of stuff. You'll see the groundfall events happen where the satellite crashes will happen and of course give you some loot out of that. Hostile fire from season 3 where the rooftop of downtown tower will see the incoming attack chopper, and you can also then get into the vault based off of the key cards you can end up getting. Restock is something here that happens where, just like Rebirth Island, all of the supply caches around the map will then restock. They'll then close and offer new loot once again. So if you've already looted an area, you can do it again. Resurgence can happen where, just like Rebirth, if one player on your squad is alive, you can actually drop back in. I personally didn't see that out of my first couple of games here already, but very curious to see how that will play out in the regular BR mode. We have Juggernaut Royale where Juggernauts will actually drop in, and then you have the redacted weapons drops that will happen as well, giving you kitted out weapons and other cool goodies out of that. So honestly, it's some crazy stuff right up front, but that's not even everything that you should know about, because outside of that, you of course have some meta-defining weapons on the ground loot. You have the AMAX as ground loot. You have the Dragon's Breath R90 shotgun, the Doof as people called it. You have the MAC-10, you have a mace melee weapon. There's a lot of stuff here that's changed out on that ground weapon loot pool that you can jump in right out of the gate with, which is pretty cool. Then outside of that though, you have things you can end up getting in either supply boxes or within the buy stations themselves. Things like self-revive kits, precision airstrikes, cluster strikes, the overdrive perk, which grants a temporary speed boost from things like your Clash game mode from Season 5 of Warzone. The gas mask normally, but then you have your durable gas mask, your advanced UAVs, your 2x perks, which gives double points XP and cash during its activation time. You have your vault key cards from Season 1 and 3 of Black Ops Cold War to open up the vault within Nakatomi Plaza, and then you have the super rare items of the Hunter Vision, which will occasionally highlight all nearby enemies with a heat signature, again coming from Clash, and also the specialist token you can end up getting as well, granting you the majority of perks. That's actually still post-patch, so it doesn't give you everything and all those weapon perks that don't exist on Black Ops Cold War weapons, but still an incredible number of things you can end up getting here with this. So that's something that is actually insanely cool to think about. And then for your buy stations in particular, you can end up getting things like your self-revive, armor plate bundle, armor box, the recon drone, the munitions box, a sentry gun, a loadout drop marker, again, only after that loadout event happens and they drop the free one first, the bombardment, which will drop an amplified cluster strike on an entire area, and the armored truck, that coming with a turret and everything. Now, these jump in price incredibly high, so you're going to see that it takes a little bit more to buy these, but there also is an increased cash yield with this as well. So you can get this stuff if you play your cards right. It's not out of the ordinary that you could see this kind of stuff. So it is absolutely a hectic nature of all things, but it is a very cool look back, I think, at the last 18 months of Verdansk and Warzone before we jump into Caldera, and a brand new experience here within Warzone Pacific. Now, is it something that I'm going to be playing a ton outside of this week? Unfortunately, I don't really think too much. It is a lot of fun from what we've played so far, me and my squad, but at the same time, you got to prioritize some stuff here. If you're not really caring about Vanguard weaponry, ranking that up, getting it ready for the Warzone integration, absolutely go and play this, because you can get 2 free rewards here out of it, an emblem just for simply playing, and an exclusive calling card for winning the entire thing. But it is only something that's around for a week, so the unfortunate balance of trying to grind out stuff, getting it ready in Vanguard versus taking that time and playing and trying to grind out this LTM, it's just unfortunate how it all works out. Honestly, this has been a lot of fun jumping into it immediately. Again, very hectic in nature, something that gives you that blast from the past in the last 18 months. There's a lot of things that I totally forgot were a thing. Like those key cards, man, that was cool to revisit. Didn't get to go to any of the bunkers and see if those could be opened up with that as well, but I mean, it's cool to just relive everything a little bit here with it. So that said, jump in, try it out, because it's only going to be around for a limited time here, and it is something that's starting as of next week. That's when the real events really kick off. We start to see those sort of scavenger hunts happen within the game, where you can learn a little bit more about Caldera and the Pacific, and then of course the final coup de grace, the ending of Verdansk, comes the following week after that. So we got a lot up on deck for Warzone, and we'll of course keep you up to date with absolutely everything you need to know. So stay tuned here on the channel if you guys are at all interested. But before we go, I'll let you guys know about my friends over at Gamer Advantage. If you guys are like me, you work at your desk on a computer, you're gaming, or you're glued to your phone because you're addicted to any of those 3 things, if you're doing any of those for a prolonged period of time each day, it can start to take a toll on your eyes and play around with things like your sleeping quality and patterns, and you might not even realize it. That's where Gamer Advantage comes into play, because I've used blue light glasses for years thinking to myself, man, this $15 pair off Amazon is just fine. But when you're investing in your eye health, something as important as that, just fine isn't something you should be settling with. Gamer Advantage is head and shoulders above any other brand on the market, claiming to offer similar results. They're the most comfortable, lightweight, and durable frames on the market, and can be prescription ready, cut specifically for you. So that's something that even your insurance can help you get along the way. But best of all, for me, there's zero visual distortion in their lenses. There's no yellow hue or ugly visuals that you'll see with other blue light glasses, just trying to mitigate that by canceling out the color. What you see before you put on the glasses is what you see afterwards. Now, I've been using their stuff since the start of the year, and I have not once had any second thoughts. If you're interested in investing in your eye health and want the best on the market, I promise you'll be happy with these. If you're at all interested, check the link in the description below and consider using code ESPRESSO. It'll net you a nice little discount, because who doesn't like saving money? That said, that's where we're gonna wrap the video up, so I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section down below. Have you guys jumped into the new Operation Flashback just yet? Are you planning on it? Are you liking what you see so far? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts down below. But if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on the video, and of course, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Warzone, Vanguard, and anything COD related. We'll keep you the day with everything. So if you guys are interested, hit that subscribe button. But that said, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys later for a second video up on the channel today. Until then though, thanks so much for watching, take care, and peace.